Good morning. Welcome to today's Monday Momentum Coaching. I'm Teresa with August Consulting Group. Today we want to talk about stress management. I have had several conversations with individuals who have noticed that the first quarter of this year has been rather rough, and it looks like the second quarter may follow suit. So what I'm hearing is that there's a lot of stress, especially in the workplace right now. So I wanted to just take a few minutes and give you a couple of mindset tips and then some practical tips that we can all follow to help manage stress. And the first two are going to be those mindset tips. The first one being is to not expect perfection from yourself or from others, because we're not perfect. As much as we would like to be, we're just not. And what happens if we start to expect perfection and we don't get it, that tends to paralyze us. That's all we see. And it really sets kind of that negative feeling or vibe for us and those who are around us. So remember that we are not perfect, but we do want to strive for our best. As long as you are doing your best, your team is doing their best, and those around us are doing their best, and that's really all that we can expect and ask for, because good things are going to come from it. There's going to be growth, there's going to be momentum, and you're going to see things moving in the right direction. It just might not be as quickly as you wish them to be. So don't expect perfection, but just expect just to do your best and be happy that you've got those around you also wanting to give their best to you. Next would be focusing on the goal. Oftentimes when things go sideways or things don't go as planned, we tend to, kind of, again, get paralyzed. We kind of stop in our tracks and we get sad. Don't let that happen to you. Focus on the goal. We're trying to remember why you started that business, why you took that job, why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and remember the goal. If we're focused on the goal, then nothing else is really going to matter, because we're going to adjust according to what happens in our day. Things don't go quite right, there's a problem that arises, we're going to adjust because we have our eye fixed on that goal. But if we shift and focus on the problems instead, then again, we're going to be stuck in that negativity. We're going to be stuck on sad. We're going to be stuck on disappointment. And that's not going to give us the momentum that we need to keep moving forward. So again, 2 mindset tips for dealing with stress and problems are going to be, again, don't expect perfection, but just do your best and expect the best from others, not perfection from others. And then also to focus on the goal and not the problems at hand. Now, practical advice would be, what's one of the first things you do when you get up in the morning? Well, if you're like the rest of us, we normally grab the cell phone and we start looking at emails, texts, social media, checking voicemails. Try and resist the urge to do that. Start off your day with positivity, whether it's to take a walk, get your exercise in early, or maybe read something that's inspiring, or listen to something that's inspiring, or play music and dance like nobody's watching, even if it's for 15 minutes, and get your heart rate up. That is going to do wonderful things for your positivity as you start your day. The second thing is watch what you eat, because remember that your mind and body are one. And if you want the two to work in harmony with each other, then you need to have a healthy body as well as a healthy mind. And then as you're working through the day, don't be tied to your desk to the point where you're there for 8 straight hours and you've not moved. Get up, take 5 minutes to maybe stroll around the office, stroll around your campus, soak up a little sun. And then if you haven't exercised early in the day, make sure that is part of your routine when you get home from work at the end of the day. And then set limits for yourself when it comes to social media, because that can be a real time sucker. Now, for those of us who are in business for ourselves, we spend time on social media because that's a great place for us to advertise or post a video like I'm doing now. But set limits for yourself so that you don't get distracted. Put it on your calendar that from this time to this time, you're going to focus on advertising for your business, and then step away. Or if you do need a little recreational time on social media, again, set those limits. And then once that time is up, put the phone down, put that device down, and do something else that's more productive. And then don't forget to reconnect with human beings. We sometimes get so stressed out or so depressed with our current situation that we tend to withdraw into like a little bubble. And we don't want to do that. We want to reconnect with humans. Dive into your support system. That's when you need them the very most. Or reach out to a business coach. half of what we do as business coaches is not always the practical advice on, how to build clients, even though we can do that, how to navigate a situation with your employees, or how to build a support team. A lot of it is this kind of practical mindset training and conversations where you vent to us and we give you practical advice on either how to handle it or maybe to take it easy on yourself. So don't forget to tap into your business coaches as well, because we are a great source for support when it comes to stress management and navigating difficult times in your business or in your life. I hope these tips have been helpful. As always, I appreciate your time. Thank you. Keep that positive momentum going for the rest of your week. Take care.